Well, this is Time Finder. After Georgette died, I bought this as a project to keep me busy and help me get past my grief. And for the most part, it did that. The plan was to take a year or two, and although I'm older and don't have time for an 8-year restore, it's going to take a couple years and well, maybe just over a year to get it looking proud again. And that worked out until I met Mary. I don't know why it shut off. This is the first videos I've taken of it. 2 years into the project. If I hadn't met Mary, I'm sure I'd be a lot further along, but she's a remarkable woman. I dearly love her, and she actually helps me on the boat. But I'm not doing 24/7 on the boat anymore, so that's sort of the downside. I'm on the interior of the boat now. My voice may be masked by the air conditioner, but I'm leaving it on just to see how bad it is. The latest project would be the cabin overhead lights. This is a double one, which is over the galley sink, and it's on. It's a double light, and it looks kind of bright there, but it's woefully inadequate for any kind of getting work done. There's one of the single ones, and in the main salon here there are 3 of these, and I don't know if it's still working or not. I think it is. I don't know why it won't stay lit. But this is just a test, so that's the double one again. Alright, now I've taken one down off the overhead. This is it. One of the first projects was refinishing the overhead here in the main salon. It was all moldy and chip paint and whatnot, and I sanded it and strip paint and got it all ready. Didn't know that I was going to change the lights, but since they didn't work, I didn't know that they were woefully inadequate. So anyway, here's the light up close inside. You can see that it's got just a little tiny lights in, and all the bulbs in here are about 5,000 K, which makes them kind of white. I'm getting have one coming in, and so I'll be testing it, and if it's adequate, I'll get 7 or 8 more, depending on how many I have. I really don't know how many are here. Okay, it's pretty close to the air conditioner now, so that's kind of noisy. Other things I've done on the boat since I've had it. It had no electronics except the VHF. It had a VHF up here. It didn't work, but it's working now, and there's one on the fly bridge, and it's a Simrad display unit, and I've also hooked up depth finder and radar, and all the goodies that go with it. If Mary and I go to Bahamas next year, it should be fit for that. We'll have an AIS system in with it. Another $800, but That's the way it is. All right, that's about it. I'll show you the deck, but it's a mess, so you don't want to see that. All right, I'm going to take this up to the house and